Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going over some of the tiny hidden details from the recent Animal Crossing New Horizons trailer and artwork. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So the new year kicked off brilliantly with Nintendo dropping a brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons trailer and updating the New Horizons website, giving us some wonderful new artwork, both of course filled with new information. Today we're going to cover some of the smaller details that we've probably overlooked the first time around. The first comes from the trailer that shows Tom Nook trying to sell the deserted island getaway package to our fellow villagers. If we take a look at the player laying down a path, we notice that the pathway leading up to the house has been changed. It now appears to stop just short of the player's house. In previous gameplays, we've seen the pathway go right up to the house, laying flush with the front door and the steps, and this is something that had us all pretty excited. Now if this is the new design for how paths meet buildings, it would be much the same as it was in New Leaf, but hopefully this is just an example showing that the player hasn't actually finished laying the path. After all, the gap between the path and the house appears to be about a tile wide. Plus, I think it would be pretty cruel of Nintendo to show off something like that and then remove it, but it is entirely impossible that this is how paths now look, given this is a more recent gameplay and it's not unrealistic for them to change the design of things throughout development. Next, seems we're on the topic of redesigns. If we take a closer look at the player tackling the tree, you may notice that the post box for the player's tent in the background has also been redesigned since we last saw it. Looking closely, we can now see that the mailbox has a pitched roof and looks much more like a mini birdhouse than a typical square box. Previously, we've seen on multiple occasions that the tent's mailbox was just a square and looked a lot like the older designs we know and love from the New Leaf days. So it's pretty nice that they've actually changed this up and made it look a bit different for New Horizons. After all, the graphics are much nicer and cleaner than previous titles. And finally, if we switch to the cover art revealed just yesterday and take a closer look at the beaver character, we can see he is in fact wearing pants or trousers. Now while that probably doesn't seem too important, it actually lends weight to the character being a special character rather than a new villager. As a few people recently pointed out in my last video, only special characters, at least in official artwork, wear trousers or shorts and things like that. For example, we can notice Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy are wearing trousers, as well as the new Dodo Airlines character and Isabel who's wearing a skirt, but Bunny, Rod, Apollo and Filbert aren't. So this suggests that the beaver character is actually a special character and not a new type of villager or species, which sucks because I was really hoping for a new species in New Horizons, but I guess there's actually still time for that. Anyway, whether or not this is a redesigned Chip or some relation to Chip is anyone's guess. I lean towards them being a relation just because of how different they look to Chip, and I don't think anyone has ever had that much of a drastic redesign in the past. But I guess just like how paths meet buildings, we'll have to wait and see if that's the case when we get new information. Anyway, for now, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you're an Animal Crossing fan, don't forget to subscribe. I'm pretty sure we'll be getting new bits of New Horizons information every now and then over the next few weeks. Until then, I'd like to give a special thank you to this channel's Patreon supporters. You guys rock. Don't forget to head over to our Discord server too. And of course, if you got this far in the video, please comment Beaver just to let me know you did. That would be super awesome. And please be sure to include if you think the paths have changed or they just weren't finished yet, and who you think the Beaver character actually is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.